Hello.
Good
How are
morning.
you? My name is Vito.
Hi Vito, I'm Tyson.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you for coming in. Please take a seat.
Today I come because I know I searched on the website and I found that you want to find someone who can work in Mozambique because you want to find someone who can speak Portuguese and work there in a sales association. And I think there are few points that I was the suitable candidate for this position. The first is I can speak Portuguese, and you want to find someone who can speak Portuguese and talk with local people. And the second is that I have done a lot of international technology in ITI, and you want to find a sales person who can work in your new. You want to build a new branch in South Africa, in Africa. So I think I can use what I learned and about how to hold a meeting and how to negotiate with the business client and how to presentation. I think it's work for you and to find a good candidate to work in there.
Okay.
And finally, I think it's extra points because I was a police officer, and we all know that the Africa is not a safe country because there are many criminals because it's undeveloped countries. So I think I learned a lot of how to self-defend, and I can protect our employee in the Mozambique. So I think I'm very suitable for this position.
Okay. All right, well, thank you very much. Just give me 1 second here.
Okay.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Now, you brought in some things here. What did you bring in?
Okay, that is my works because I think I want to say I'm the most hardworking student when I work in ITI, and I note many notes. I use the software and we call Simple Mind, and to note what the teacher says when we are attend the business class, because most of classmen, they will ignore and they will forget what they hear from the class. And this pink label is English, because more of our business class is for Chinese. So I know, but there are some English point for like this is from Kaohsiung and our ITI student, Kaohsiung campus, and he talk how to note, and I recognize of them.
Okay.
And I recall of them, and there are some how to sales, and I type on my laptop, and quickly I organize. And I think I use this skill that can make me collect information logically and put them to a decision for the company to decide whether they will do. Because I think the information is useful for if a company want to make business decision. I have studied in ITI for years, and I recall every class I attend. So there are many useful information. I think if I successful be the employer in the Hongquan group, I will be able to use my analyze skill to help company make the benefit. And also in the final layer, a business, an NPI, a new product introduction, and its business. If our company want to launch a new product, then I have the experience to produce and to launch, because I have learned the business plan and from ITI. As you can see, I and my team and write this business plan, and the product is about the earphone, and we need to know how is the finance issue, and to analyze the marketing, and finally we need to present this product successful to sales to the customer, and it's a whole plan. I think it's useful once if I go to the company.
Okay. Well, very cool. Yeah. Can I?
And the pink letter is for English, and most of them are Chinese because.
Okay, that's no problem. Yeah. All right. Well, that's very interesting. Thank you so much for bringing this in. Okay. I'll keep this here, and if there's something you want to show me, then you can point it out to me. I have a question for you. So I'd like to know what you know about our company, and like specifically, why would you apply for our company over others?
Okay, I know Hongquan Group is a global brand, and it built the closure of the bottle, like Coca-Cola and Pepsi, Coke and Chi, and this kind of product that I used to drink. And your company have many branches in China and Southeast Asia, and the new market in Africa. And I know you want to sell your product to the Europe, because most of the European countries, they give the Africa more lower tax than other countries. So if you successfully build a new factories in Africa, then we will get the more lower tax. So it's competitive and other company. And I learned Portuguese in ITI, and I will go study abroad this year to Brazil. And I can use one because I can speak Portuguese, and because Taiwan, there are now many Taiwanese people can speak Portuguese, because we didn't teach Portuguese in common university. So we only can learn Portuguese in ITI, and we have only 4 people in ITI in Portuguese group, and we are the last group, because in next year we don't have any Portuguese group anymore. So I think, and if you want to really find someone who can speak Portuguese to help your new branch in Mozambique, I'm a good competitor, and I think I'm the only competitor, because other people and other my classmate is woman. So you want to find someone work in the Africa, I think man is better than woman, because the country is not very safe. And so the reason why I choose your company, because you are a global brand, and I use your company's product, Coca-Cola. I like to drink the Coca-Cola, and I use your product very, very often. So I know your company, and I would like to work in your company.
Okay. Very good. Thank you.
And I saw you may wonder if a police officer can suitable for this job. I want to say, because I what my dream is to, I can use different language to work. This is my dream since I was a childhood. And so I quit my job and come to ITI to learn Portuguese and also English. So, and as you can see these notes, I use my way because this skill is I learned from book. I read many books, and I use this skill to analyze different problems logically. And I think I'm really know a lot about how business working. And in addition, my previous job is in intellectual property right protect police force, and we call IPRP. Our job is to prosecute some seller or trader who broken the trademark law. It mean if they sell the fake item, then I will to prosecute them. And so I have to know the seller where their money come and where their money go, and how to they sell their product, not only from O2O, online to offline, but also B2C, business to customer, or business to business. There are different kind of business model. I call this business model, and I have prosecuted over 60 cases about the economy cases. So I think I know a lot about the business than normal people.
Okay, sure. Good, thank you. Let's see, I have another question for you here. What do you feel is your greatest weakness?
I think my weakness is that my English not as good as my classmates, because most of my classmates, they are graduate from, when they are at university, they are major in English, and most of them are English teacher. But I was police officer, and since I was college and working and work, I didn't need to use English in my work. So it has been long time for me not to use English to communicate with different people. But I learned a lot from ITI, and I think I can negotiate. I have the ability to negotiate with different clients in English, and this year I will go study abroad in Brazil. I also used to use the English and Portuguese, and with these two kind of language, I think I can successful do business. And although they are a long time that I didn't use English, but I go to French school and by myself. I study there, and I like to read. I like to watch the YouTube the video about in English. And like if I usually watch the YouTuber, they introduce the local countries, and they almost say English, and I will turn on the subtitle to read and to understand how the different people introduce their country.
Okay, very cool. Well, thank you very much. Now, I have one more question for you.
Okay.
I see here on your resume that your TOEIC score is 750, but what we're looking for actually is somebody who has a TOEIC score of 800. I understand you just mentioned that this is a weakness for you, but I'm wondering, how do you intend to, if we're looking for somebody with a TOEIC score of at least 800, how do you intend to get your score there?
Okay, this 750 score is the last years, and the last years I attend the text, but I've learned years in ITI, but I attend another TOEIC test. So I think I have better than 750.
Okay.
And I think I will go study abroad this year. And I think in the Brazil, I may have more opportunity to speak English or Portuguese because there are not many Asian people in there. So I think my English ability, not only for speaking or reading, will be better than now.
Okay.
And I think in Mozambique, because their official language is Portuguese, so most of local people they can speak English. So I think if I have good communicate in Portuguese, I can ability to do this job.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. That's all the time that we have for today.
Yeah.
I would like to ask you if you have any questions for me.
Okay, because I have to go study abroad this year, I wonder if I successful be your employee, if there are any opportunity for me to, when I study in Brazil, I have the opportunity to work or just like internship with your local salesperson in there, because I don't know, because we only have 4 hours a day when I study abroad, and other times I think I have because I want to know about a lot and in advance before I go to work for your company. So
Okay.
I think if there are any opportunity to just to study or to internship in your local sales, your local store.
Okay, well, I'll pass that question on, and then I'll make sure that they get back to you right away.
Okay.
That's all the time that we have for today.
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.